The Ontario law that forced Toronto Mayor Rob Ford out of office is under scrutiny, and it's being called unfair. Doug Ford is blasting the province for not being able to overhaul the law because the House is currently prorogued. Rebecca Thompson is live in our Toronto newsroom with more. Hi, Rebecca.
Morning, Pat. Well, there's now a chorus of critics who are saying that this is a magnitude never seen before, this judgment. And they say that this is a freely elected mayor who has been turfed from office just over collecting a few $1,000s for a football charity. And many are complaining that the range of penalties in this law this Ontario law, is just too narrow. Just to quickly recap, Rob Ford used City Hall letterhead to collect donations for a football charity. When the issue came up before council, he voted specifically to not repay the money that he collected, and for this he is now being ousted as mayor. Now, Rob Ford's brother, Doug Ford, as you mentioned, is saying that this Ontario law is antiquated. It needs to be reformed, but the issue is that Premier Dalton McGuinty prorogued the House in October. The House isn't sitting, and this law can't be amended. Listen in.
Hopefully the appeal process will allow them to do that, and hopefully the appeal process will just say, you know, these charges are antiquated, they need to be changed. But unfortunately, we all know why we can't change these laws.
What about
because the legislature is closed down because they took $1 billion.
Now, he's not the only one. Ontario PC leader Tim Hudak is also calling for this legislation to be reformed, as well as we've heard from academic professors, as well, Pat, as the Ontario Superior Court judge Charles Hackland, who said that he's not surprised that there's been critics who are calling for reform. Now, here's the thing: the Minister of Municipal Affairs, Bob Chiarelli, who oversees this legislation, says that a wider review has been in the works, but the review of this legislation will not be expedited as a result of Rob Ford's decision. So where does this all leave Rob Ford? Well, he's fighting tooth and nail to be returned as mayor, to not lose his seat as mayor, and his judge has in fact filed a motion for the judge's order to be delayed, asking for an appeal. So in the end, of course, what is Rob Ford's next move if he doesn't win the appeal? Is that perhaps he could follow in his father's footsteps and enter into the race to be a provincial MPP. But we'll see, and we'll certainly follow this story, Pat.
Oh yeah, Rebecca, thank you.
Thank you.